traders, this morning beautiful Sue is with us. I do not have a photo, maybe Sue would share, but I have her incredible email. Sue is a legend. She will share her journey next. And in the meantime, as you could see and read her email about her incredible success. So Sue, could you please share your journey prior to finding Fibonacci Trading Institute and anything you wish to share? Please, floor is yours.
Thank you, Ala. Thank you, everyone. And thanks for the invite, for letting me talk to you guys today about FTI and Ala. So I started my trading journey a while back, maybe 15, 16 years back. And I was intrigued by the option trading, and that's how I got into it. As I was very averse to stock trading, I just found that option trading was easy. And having a technical background, I thought it was, it was just an easy way for me to make money. But then I figured out that. It wasn't easy, and I lost tons of money learning from several people. Every advertisement I saw on the Google or which came from, subscribing to many of these financial newsletters, I would just spend money to learn. I learned a lot, but practically I could not put anything in practice. So I lost tons of money, but I never gave up. I just learned everything about options and trading. And, it just went on for a while. I lost money, I learned, and I got tired of it. And, I was like beating myself because I still hold a good position in IT firm. And I was like, when I could do everything well and I'm, in this designation, why is it I cannot figure this one out? That was my question for me all the time. I need to understand the root cause. I'm sure you all know what RCA is, people coming from IT. I'm like, I need to do the root cause analysis. I need to understand. Somehow I could not take this failure, and that's how I moved on and on. And one day I just saw Ala's FDI, and I'm like, I went through that. By then, my funds were getting very lean. And I'm like, oh, this is how much I have. This is what I can spend. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I need to figure out how to make the money that I lost, because that was my one of the guilt that I had growing too, apart from not understanding trading. Even though I took a lot of theoretical lessons, my guilt feeling was, getting up steadily high because worried about how am I going to make up for that money. So that's when I found Dallas Institute, and I went through YouTube's free YouTube's that's available. And I tried to figure out there is no indicator, there is nothing here. How is she trading? Is it that simple, or she's, it's just another fake site? So and that was the next the learning lesson, that institute that I would go subscribe for. Meanwhile, I found another friend on Twitter, not a friend, acquaintance on Twitter, which kind of taught the same thing. And I tried to take lessons from her, but I paid her also. But many of these people, they really don't teach you well. I kind of learned it, but she didn't teach it completely. So I kind of lost it. But it was similar to the lines of what Ala teaches, but it is at a different fib level. And that kind of got me mad. I'm like, I need to figure this one out. She has a lot of subscribers. She does pretty well. And she didn't teach me really well. Was, it kind of got to me, and I'm like, I need to learn the similar path, or it seemed very easy to follow. And that's when I found Ala and I subscribed to her, and rest is the history. And it wasn't easy to undo everything that I had learned previously, because it's hard to give up, because you go through this free YouTubes everywhere, and you put in junk into your mind and heart, and it's very tough to undo what you have learned. Um, so from then on, after I saw Ala's video and subscribed to her, then I stopped looking at all the other videos. And since I do meditation, heartfulness meditation, it kind of undid for me uh, some of the stuff that I learned in the past. And this still was a struggle because, of all the baggage that I claimed. And I practiced it um, a lot of months and couple of years. And finally, it just dawned to me that, oh, this is how it works. And I just, I had written some programs for myself to, in the process of getting back the money. I was struggling very hard coding many things. But then her Ala's teaching and my little bit of code really helped me to achieve, I would say, 85%. I've been like trading like crazy. I still have loss, because when it is bullish mode, it's easy to make money. When it turns bearish, then when it comes down to the first level, you can trade well, but when it tries to come down below 366 level, then it becomes little hard. Or maybe to 266 level, it becomes little hard for me to trade. um that is where I have lost. Otherwise, all my longs works out really well. And as I mentioned, I've just made an indicator out of it. So, and I also have a lot of people whom I manage their 401k now. I mean, it's friends and families. I don't advertise anywhere, and I have no intention to do that. But I manage, it's a word of mouth. So I mean, I manage a lot of family and friends' money now. Right now, I think the SPY is going to do, SPY is going to do 605, and it's going to fall to 560 or something. So that's what I'm looking at. I trade ES consistently, and my trading is long term now. I don't trade like a day or 1 day or anything, unless I see a signal to get out, or I see a huge profit, like we saw the Trump trade yesterday and today. So I I intend to do this for a living. I got back about 25% of what I lost so far. So I lost about half a million, half a million. So I got back, 25% of it. And I'm very sure coming years, next year, I'm going to get another 35%, and then I'm just fine. So this is my true story. I always tell people who come to seek me and take my um, advice. I really don't charge for anything I do. It's just a passion, because I love numbers too. So, um, so when
What
they
do you
come
do
to
for
me,
a living? Can you share what do you do for a living professionally?
professionally, I'm in IT.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, I still work. I mean, because I still want to get back to everything that I lost. So, I still work. But anytime I can quit my job, so I have a big comfort in it. So coming back to FTI, I would say this is the easiest thing. Actually, it's very simple to map your mind. Once you learn this, you have a strong base to build on. You don't have to go and look for many YouTubes, and all these free YouTubes that I have seen is nothing but junk. It's very difficult to follow. I mean, either you're gonna lose money or you need to have a lot of time and energy. I mean, that's what I realized. So I don't suggest for any, I mean, I just suggest you guys to follow one single method, which honestly I have seen Ala's work. And I'm always fibbing. I just practice fibbing all the time. And I trade the Indian market also now. It's easy for me to plot the Indian market also now, the indexes. Stocks are, I still feel they're a junk, so I don't deal with them. And I basically trade ESGC, Bitcoin, CL, oil, and silver. You don't need a many of these instruments to trade seriously. You have to realize you need to have a niche. You need to only trade few, and then probably if you want, you can map others. Otherwise, I kindly suggest you, if you are a beginner, not to look into many of this. And also, stocks is, I feel stocks is little tough to trade. Indexes are more easy to trade because they are more stable. If you follow Ala's method, it's very easy. And that's what I can say basically about my journey. And for what Ala taught and her method, it's as I mentioned, it's easy to map to your mind. For me, the more simple it is, the more the mind can map, and you can do it in a right way. So I have done many things, many complicated things, but finally I just drill down to this method, and yeah, I just follow her method every single day.
So
I
Paul is
don't trade a lot. I don't trade a lot. I just put in, mine are like long term trade. I just put in the trade, and just grow it. I mean, watch it grow. And I know now it's going to be a bear turn very soon. So I'll just get off today by today end, and I'll put a bear trade.
So how
And
many
that's
hours
it.
a week do you trade? And Paul is asking, are you trading long term, weekly or daily?
No, I don't trade daily unless I see a huge, profit. I just get off. Then, and I don't even watch it. Honestly, I don't even watch it. Many days I don't even watch it. Mine is weekly trade, not definitely not monthly trade. Even in my 401k, sometimes I do weekly trade, not daily, because I cannot do in and out on a daily basis. So I know exactly or almost exactly where the lows are. So I get in there and get out at the highs. That's what I do on a weekly basis, but not every week. Those sometimes it can span couple of weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Um, so by the end of, I'm sure by the end of third week, there will be a downturn. So I look for the downturn bear signal and I get out. I get out little early, leaving little profits, or get in late, without a little support, because I know exact, because my 1 week, in and out period does not exactly match. So yesterday I got out. I should have gotten out today, but I got out yesterday, leaving little bit on table because I want to be prepared for the downturn, and to get in at 560 level is my analysis, but let's see.
Dear Sue, beautiful Sue, I want to share a little bit more about how magnificent Sue is. Because as I mentioned, when the tragedy played out this year, I reached out to Sue knowing clear how emotionally intelligent Sue is And I'm a yoga instructor. I'm meditation instructor. I've been doing it for many, many years. I continue being certified in anxiety, depression, and multiple modalities when it comes to brain health. But Sue showed me this type of meditation. This is free. It doesn't cost anything. So this was a very, very big reminder in my life, the importance of meditating, detoxing your brain on a regular basis. So, Sue, could you please share a little bit more how often you meditate and anything else you wish to share about heartfulness?
Yes, this is my cup of tea. This is my bread and butter, not trading, because I have been practicing this meditation for 30 years, and this is one of the reason where I became successful in everything I do. I won't say, I'm like a big celebrity or whatever, but in my terms, it has really taken me to a place where I would have never gone without it. So 30 years, it is a nonprofit organization. There is no money for you to start meditation or or initiation or supporting the meditation or the group meditation. There's zero money involved, and it's not based on any religion, creed, country, or any such thing. It is very neutral, and it's covered among 160 countries. And we do meditation based on the heart because that is where the truth is. It is the universal truth amongst every human being in the world on this earth planet. It's something that qualifies everybody, heart. And if you keep the heart clean and peaceful, it will regularize your mind, basically. Otherwise, your mind is a monkey, right? I mean, it does crazy, it tells you crazy things all the time. So you to regularize your mind, you meditate on the heart. So heart gives out the right signals to your mind. And honestly, meditation is what helped me to figure this out. I remember the day I sat in and I cried. I just need to get back this money. I need to find a place because IT, we know, I think many of you know it's very tough. It keeps on getting tougher. It's not easy. And the work hours for women, and I'm an immigrant just like Ala is coming from India, and it's very tough to balance the home and yourself and everything around. And there was a time when I really couldn't handle it. I'm like, I need to figure this out. I literally cried during my meditation. And honest to God, I'm telling you, the next day I found an answer to it. Next day. I mean, I'm not saying that I was looking for a magic or anything like that, but it was my true self which was seeking for an honest help. And every day I practice meditation. Every single day we have noon meditation online, and I just carve out 30 minutes away from my work, trading, whatever, and I do meditate every single day at noon time also. And there is also another process called as a cleaning process that we do where we take out all the emotional junk that we have accumulated over the years or maybe a day, and let it out as at the back of our let it out at the back as a vapor. So that will keep our heart clean for next day's meditation. So I do this, and there is an app also available. Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
There is an app also available
Yes.
online. I can share it with you guys. It's called
Yeah, yeah,
Heart.
yeah. I can show here. So here we go. Heartfulness app, but it's for the iPhone or Android. Which one?
Android.
Yeah.
Android and iPhone, both are there.
So
So
this
it
is
is
this is the one I have on my iPhone. This is the app,
right.
and you have App Store on Apple. Here we go. Any other questions for Sue? Please do ask.
Please try that meditation and see for yourself, because calming your mind is very important and not to be anxious. Um, and I would really suggest, for some time, just give up on all kinds of indicators, everything, and just stick with what she teaches you. And trading on multi-time frame is very important. That's where I really learned many things. I mean, you don't just stick on to one time frame and keep trading, at least while testing it out, while practicing it. Later on, you can do, I think that's better. But on the contrary, while you are practicing, it's good to practice to see how you do or how market does, what is the pros and cons, and how does the instrument behaves in different market, I mean, in different time frame situation. I think I learned a lot from it than anything else. So just keep fibbing, go back to previous market charts and see if your fib is right and try to build upon it. And the mind mapping is very important with a simple notation. And I think this fib thing is extraordinary. I mean, it really, really helps you a lot if you can do it the right way. And as far as Ala is concerned, I mean, she's amazing. She helped a lot. Um, I took a lot of private classes also from her. Um, and sometimes I feel I still have to come back. I think I was asking her a couple of months back that I want to just, come back and attend another session or something like that. I confidently travel back and forth to India a lot as my parents are there, because I know this on the back of my mind, it works. It works like a charm. So I'm not really worried at all. So actually, I'm leaving to India on November 13th, and I'll be back on December 26th. I think this is the biggest freedom, is what I see. When you know exactly what to do, is really helps you. It's not exactly the money that you're going to achieve, but the freedom to know that you can get the money is makes you really contented, I would say. It's just not the money part. And I also would suggest you to trade, with less contracts and go with the minis first for a couple of years, and then go with big contracts, because with big contracts, if you lose it, if you're confident, and if you lose it, you can never get back that money. So you just need to preserve your capital. That was the biggest mistake I have done. I always thought I knew something, and I used to trade huge numbers of contracts. So I honestly suggest, this is where after taking Ala's class, is where I stopped digging into any more YouTubes, learning about, sorry, anything about trading. My bucks just stopped there. I don't look into anything now. I don't even look into news. And that's what Ala taught. I mean, if you observe carefully, she never comes out, says, oh, there is a news here, there's a news there, and whatever. She just goes without news. And that's how we should trade too. We should know exactly what will happen and not worry about news. News trading is really bad. Um, and I wouldn't get into stocks either. I mean, I don't have time also. I'm very happy with what I do. So I'm just happy with ES, GC, and CL and silver. Sometimes I trade. Um, but that's all you need. You don't need anything. I mean, if you can do ES, you can do SPY, then you can do NASDAQ, then you can do Russell, then you can do the other index, YM. So all those follows naturally. So you don't do anything else.
So just to clarify, what soon means is very, very different when it comes to day trading versus long-term position trading. What soon means that all identified with Alpha Fibonacci far in advance, independent of news, like this chart on S&P mini future that spelled out a year ago where market heading to, independent of wars, independent of election. You knew where S&P is heading to. This is what Sue referring to, which is very, very different than day trading. You must be aware of the news. But besides the news, you know where price heading to. So I just
Yes.
want to clarify that independent of news, long-term trading, stocks, indexes, as Sue shares, all in advance, Bitcoin, phenomenal. Oil, SI, silver, you also trade that?
Yeah, silver I trade, gold,
And you trade
Tesla. This time I traded Tesla at I said 250 to 300. It's already up. Um,
amazing.
and 605 I see yes coming down. That means SPY is going to come down. So yeah, I haven't measured CL and GC, but yeah, I'll put on some trades for those two. But it's just amazing. You just need one thing to learn. That's all. I would say just one thing to learn. And honest to God, I think Allah really puts it in bits and pieces. She really makes it easy.
Sue, I adore you. I adore you how much you stood by me during the tragedy this year. I adore you for inspiring me and other traders to continuously detox our brains, to meditate, to continue building self-awareness. So I want to let you know that Heartfulness is a global community and you have these centers all over the world. And you go to people's houses and you meet your global community and you become connected with emotionally intelligent people. But if you do not have community near you, you can meditate on your own. And more you meditate on a regular basis, especially twice a day, more you will have huge impact on your brain as we will dive deeper. As you see, top hedge fund manager in the world says, this is what changed. This is what shifted him from losing money to making money. And that's what he pays to his traders to do, to meditate on a regular basis. At his office, Bridgewater Associates, meditation rooms. If trader does not meditate, trader has no job. It's a requirement because detoxing your brain from noise, from horrific stuff, and remembering, despite global catastrophe, Alpha Fibonacci spelled out, market heading higher. Do not short, buy with institutions, as Sue spelled out to you. She has done. Phenomenal work, Sue.
Yeah, just two steps for to follow. Eat right. I'm sure Allah is going to talk to you. Sorry, talk to you about it every now and then. Protein and fat, which is needed for your brain. Eat right, sleep right. Do not worry. If you are in trading business, you just need to make sure that you are not triggered by anxiety. And as Mayala mentioned, emotional quotient is what is required. Shouting, screaming. I'm sorry if I'm spilling the beans here, but none of those, all those things needs to be subdued level. It should be at a subdued level. You need to be self-aware, as she puts it right. It's totally right. And one more thing is meditation. You do the meditation anything, it's a Midas touch. That's what my mother says. My parents have been practicing like for 40 years this heartful meditation. They say it is a Midas touch. And we have seen it, how it balances both your material and spiritual life. And that is basically emotional quotient and your intelligence quotient, basically. It should be balanced. So, um, so yeah, please meditate every single day. It's good for your body, soul, and mind. And there is a cleaning process. Please follow that. It will take all your junk out every day and you come out fresh for meditation. And then you pick up trading. You practice it. Practice simple methods she teaches you on a trading view or on TOS, which they give you the platform to do paper trading. Uh, and see for yourself, it will work out 90% of the time.
Thank,
And that is more than the average benchmark that a trader does.
thank you. Thank you, Sue. I adore you. Thank you so much for being such an incredible soul. Thank you so much for sharing your journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you are. So amazing to hear your voice. So amazing to hear your journey. Thank you so, so much for sharing.
I wish you guys all the best. And I wish Ala all the best. She's my hero, definitely. And one very good thing about Ala is she's always available for even for a small chat, She's always available to say hi, how you are doing, and I really appreciate that with Ala. Um, and I learned from her, I don't know, 4 years back, but I came back, asking for more. But when I ping her for, meditation or just some silly things, she still answers, and she's very graceful. And I would love to do this anytime for her.
Oh my God, you make me cry. You're such an incredible soul. Thank you, Sue. I adore you. I adore you, adore you, adore you. Sue is based in Dallas and very active in Dallas meditation
Yes.
community.
Yes. I just went to Himalayas and just came back. It was all worth it. And I'm very, very active. I don't do anything else other than meditation for my living. So meditation market is my niche. Sometimes I play golf, but I'm yet to learn it in a proper way. But yeah, and I go to gym. So these are the three things I do consistently on an everyday basis.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you so, so much. Please stop by anytime. And I hope one day to meet you in person. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Thank you for being such a beautiful, kind, and caring soul. Thank
Thank
you.
you all.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. Joy
Good luck
having
to
you.
everybody.
And if you want to remain in the room, please, always, you're always welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Joy, joy hearing your voice. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you,
Thank you
Allah.
so much.